Ms. Sai Hererra is a lawyer who has helped survivors of intimate partner violence get legal protection and support. As the executive director of Ashwell, she works to improve healthcare for the LGBTQ plus communities, creating safe and supportive spaces for those in need. And let me just say, she is amazing because we called her at the last minute and she was like, abso-freaking-loosely done. So y'all give it up for Miss Hererra coming to the stage.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How y'all feeling tonight? Well, you are looking good, and I love to see your beautiful faces out here. It just warms my heart. As a survivor myself, I just feel like anybody would feel like they're just being hugged tonight, and so thank you for being here in community. If Shannon calls, I am here, so that's the end of that story. And I'm here to talk to y'all about, of course, the cause, right? What are we here for tonight, right? We're here to support each other, really. That's what it's all about. And Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month is all about just recognizing that we got people just hurting out here, right? We got people hurting in silence. As all of these beautiful speakers have let us know, this is prevalent. We know that 1 in 3 folks is struggling with this at any given point in time. That means if you have 2 cousins, one of them is going through it. If you have a couple of friends, one of them is going through it. How many people have somebody in their family that they know has been in an abusive relationship? Thank you for sharing. When I was in my first baby job, baby little attorney, going into my first nonprofit work, it was with Texas Advocacy Project, which is a fabulous local organization. And when I learned that, I could use my lawyer powers to do good for folks who are experiencing violence and abuse, it really spoke to my heart. But in my interview, that was one of the questions I was asked. I was asked, do you know any people that have been in abusive relationships? And I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, yes, let's see, my mom and my sister and my other sister and my aunt and the other one too, and my grandma and that other grandma. And then I started to think, I don't know if I know at least another woman in my family who hasn't been in an abusive relationship. And it was really wild because it made me understand in that moment how much, pain we can take, first of all. And how, people just keep on taking care of all of the people that they love the most, keep on sacrificing so that they can take care of the people who depend on them. And so I just want to thank all of you who have been in those positions and just give us a moment to thank all of the people who have been taking care of us while they were struggling. We love them for that. So why does this keep going on? If it's so prevalent, right, and we know it's wrong and we know it's not okay, why does this keep going on? And I just want to point to the fact that, again, so many people are really struggling in silence, right? And a lot of abuse is not obvious. It's just not there. We don't see it. And I think that's such a struggle that I see to this day. I know somebody very, very personally and close to me that has been struggling with an abusive partner and had been strangled twice. And when she told me about it, I said, "You are in danger. We need to support you. We need to know where you are right now and figure out what's safe." And she literally was stuck on the idea that I wasn't hit. And I just say that only because I want y'all to know that we have these stories in our head, right? We have these understandings of what is abuse and what is not. And I just wanted to point out that there's so many different forms. When I was at Texas Advocacy Project, I would be on the phone 4 hours a day listening to people's stories. And they would oftentimes not know that they were being abused, but yet they kind of knew that they needed help, right? And so I would ask them, what about verbal? Is anything like this happening? What about mental, emotional, financial, sexual? And then even now we have, especially in teens, we see digital abuse, right? What does that mean? What does that look like, right? How do we see the signs of that? And so thank you for the beautiful performances. This last one, was so incredible, and the father-daughter duo was so moving to me because I've been there. When I was a teenager, I was taken advantage of. I didn't know what to do. I felt silenced. I felt like I couldn't tell anybody what was happening. because I was the good girl, right? Like I was getting straight A's, I was doing all the things right. I thought that I was doing what I needed to do, right? And so I just want y'all to know that when we have strict parents, it's because they love us, right? And they want to protect us, and you can't blame them for that. But you also have to know that if they're strict and they love you, they're strict because they love you, that means they're gonna love you if you're in trouble. And so you can speak out and also know that it's really hard for the other people that you see struggling out there to ask for help. And so I just wanted to share that if you see somebody in pain, if you see somebody in struggle, and you don't know quite what to do, there's some easy things that you can do that I've learned from my best education. You know, I've got a psych degree, I got a law degree, but I always say my best education was actually in learning about intimate partner violence because it explained a lot. It explained a lot in my life, and it explained a lot about the world, right? And one of the things I learned from that is if you see somebody struggling, you don't know quite what to do, the first thing you should do is listen. Just stop, listen to what they're going through, and just be a supportive person, truly. The next thing you can do is make sure that any words that come out of your mouth are supportive and not judgmental. One of the reasons why people never try to get help is because they already feel ashamed. They already feel embarrassed. They already feel bad about what is happening, and they're scared about being blamed themselves. So always come with loving kindness, and always make sure that people understand that you're there to support them. And the last thing you can do is get a little education. I mean, I feel like everyone in this room is miles and miles ahead, but y'all are now an ambassador, right? You are an ambassador of this healthy relationship movement that is happening, okay? We have intergenerational cycles that we need to change, and the only way that we're gonna do that is for folks like you who actually see what needs to happen and they do something about it. But when somebody is really going through it, one of the things that you can offer is coming and meeting them where they are. Simple as that. If they're not ready to, move on, that's okay. But if you show them that you're there, then they're gonna come back to you when they are. It takes about 7 times for someone to try to leave an abusive relationship before they're able to do it. 7 times. That was really, really, really shocking to me. Because people are always like, well, just leave them. Just go, right? And there's so many reasons why people don't leave. I was an attorney who represented people in complex, divorces, custody cases, protective order cases, and there's 1,000,001 reasons why it's not as easy as that. But what can be easy is if you know the resources that exist. We are very blessed to be in Austin, where teen dating violence has been pioneered by some of the most incredible people that live right here in our city. Yes, so give it up for them. And call on them, because that is the only way we're going to heal ourselves, heal our families, break these cycles, and heal our community. It's community healing communities. So y'all being here is really not just the start of that, but the continuation of a beautiful movement happening here in Austin. I'm very proud to be part of that, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to come witness this and be in community with y'all tonight. So keep up the good work, keep up the movement. I'm here with you. Love you. Thank you.
One more time. Hererra.